Hello and welcome to this video on the 2013 Section B Question 1 Higher Level. So, pictorial view of the machine is shown, a 3D graphic of the drinks of the machine is also shown. Draw an elevation in the direction of arrow A, project a plan for B, project an end view from C, and then determine the true shape of surface C. So just wanted to give you a quick view of what it looks like in Solidworks. So I just show my planes here. I'll just pause that. So here's the model in the planes of reference, right? So an elevation is drawn looking in this direction. So it's drawn looking in that direction. Okay, an end view is drawn looking in that direction. A plan view is drawn in looking down on a bird's eye view, looking down from the top. Right, they're the projections of it on the vertical plane, end vertical plane, and horizontal plane. Right, so I'll show you each of the different views now. So here's what the elevation looks like. Here's what the plan looks like, and then here's what the end elevation looks like. So I'll turn off these sketches and give it a quick spin in 3D. And you have to find the true shape of surface S, so that's what you see when you look perpendicular to the surface, when you look at a right angle. Now there's what the model looks like in 3D. So quick look again, there's the elevation. I'll put on the hidden detail. There's the elevation. There's the plan view. There's the end elevation, and this is what it looks like on our sheet. So there's the elevation, plan, end elevation. There's your auxiliary to see the true shape of surface S. You only have to draw a portion of it, and that's it in a 3D model. Remember, if you look from the right, you draw it on the left. So I'll get started on the drawing part now. Okay, so we'll start the drawing. So we have to draw an elevation looking from arrow A. I'm going to put the elevation on the right of the sheet because arrow B is looking from the right, so I have to draw what I see on the left of the elevation. Now the height is 110, which I've marked out. The length is 130, okay, so mark that out there. Alright, the width of it is 130. And then what you call it, the distance is the center is 65 in, this is 25 over, so I've gone over 25 and 25, and the circle is radius 22. Right, I'll start by drawing this line, these two lines here and that one there, so it'll be one heavy line across. That is 22 up, so I'm going to go 22 millimeters up. So 22 millimeters up, and I'm going to mark a heavy line all the way across here. Now I can heavy the whole side in here, so this whole surface appears as this edge, and the same on the left. So I can heavy all this in here. Right, so I can heavy the top surface here. Now, to do these two, this line here and this one here, I need to know the height of that line. It's down 30 from the top, so it's 80 high from the XY line. 80 high from the XY line. Okay, and I'm going to do it lightly first. And now the circle is radius 22. So the circle is radius 22. So I'm going to set my compass to radius 22, and I'm going to draw in the circle. 2. Now I can heavy this line. Now I can heavy this down. I can do in this 10 millimeters. I don't know that distance, but I can only do it in plan when I see the angle. I do know this distance is down 5. I don't know where that one is, so I can draw a light line down 5 there from that edge, so 17 up from the XY line. And then I can do the hidden detail here. So it's down 45 from the top, and it's in 5 on the right hand side. Okay, so I'm going to go in 5 there, and it's in line with the 22 there. That's where it starts. So I'm doing the hidden detail portion. There we go. Alright, now I can go down 5 here from the top and draw a light line across, and then I can go in 10 from the sides to represent that there, left and right. So in 10. So that's a large majority of my elevation done. It's not finished yet. It can only be finished by the plan. What I'm going to do now is pause the video and project all the lines down. I've projected all the lines down, as you can see from all the points here. Okay, you can see them all. Now, the distances in plan: 25, 36, 14, 30, 35. So I'm going to drop down 10 for the start of my plan. Okay, 10 will do fine. It's not too big, too small. The object is out 10 from in the vertical plane. Now I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to mark these distances: 20, 25, 36, 14, 30 and 35 down here. So I'll pause the video and do that. Now, so I've marked those distances down along there: 25, 36, 14, 30, 35. Right, we can start with doing the fillets and the back line. So the fillets is radius 25. So in 25, down 25, that's the point there. So I'm going to get my compass, draw in the fillet, same the other side here. Can connect them together. Right, we can heavy this line here. Now this whole surface here, this whole surface is a heavy line right to there, and the same with the left. So I'm just going to heavy that right there. Now, these two lines are heavy until they hit here the 25. So these two heavy until they hit the 25. So I'm going to do them there and there, and they go heavy until they hit the 14 line. So they're heavy until they hit here. So I'm going to do that. That there. Now, I can do heavy this line until it hits the cylinder. So these two lines until they hit the cylinder, I can heavy them in. Now the cylinder is out 40 from this line here, the 14 line. So I'm going to go out 40 from here. I'm going to draw a heavy line across, and I should have got that done in one stroke only with a pencil. Now there is hidden detail to do later. Well, I can do it now if I wanted it, but I'll do it in the middle, but I'll do it later. Now this is hidden detail, so I'm going to do that now. Oh, my compass. That's the nib gone, my compass. Right, it's 45 here from the radius 25, so I'm going to mark down 45 here, and it's hidden detail for 5 millimeters in. And there we go. Now I can do these slanted lines in plan. They're 60 degrees from the 10 millimeters, so I'm going to do at 60 degrees. Now I can connect them together. Okay, now I can complete my elevation, these lines in elevation, by bringing this point up. It's heavy inside the 5 millimeter line. Same over here. Heavy inside the 5 millimeter line. I'm going to connect them together. Then we've them joined together. Now I'm going to start my end elevation before completing my plan, that elliptical curving plan. So I'm just going to mark over 10 millimeters, and I'm going to draw in the YY line. Now I'm going to get my 45 degree set square. Alright, so just 1 sec. So I'm going to bring all these lines over to the YY line. So them all over. All these distances. And now I'm going to do them at this angle here, 45 degrees, like that, until they hit the XY line. So I'm going to pause the video and do that. And I'm going to bring the lines from elevation across. So I've brought these up at 45 degrees until they hit the XY line. I've brought the heights across. Next thing I'm going to do is where the 45 degree lines hit the XY line, I'm going to bring them straight up. So I'm going to pause the video and do all of them. Now we'll get started. So the first section here is horizontal. So this bit over, up, okay, here is horizontal. Now there we go. So that's horizontal. The next bit is sloping. Alright, so over, up, until this altitude here, so this one here, that's sloping, right? So 36 to be sure, which it is. So that's sloping there. Then this section here is horizontal. So this is horizontal here. Now this section is sloping, so we'll find it in plan. Over, up, here to height of 22. So they connect together. And there we go. Then that goes out to 35, so it does. So we're going to go out 35 millimeters, so we're going to go heavy out to there. Now we're drawing the cylinder. Alright, so over, up, this way, and I need to bring just a circle over from elevation. So that's the 41 over, 45 up. So this is heavy here until it gets to there. Now it's heavy until it reaches this surface here, and that surface is right there in plan, which is right here in elevation. So that's a hidden detail line. So now then we can heavy the cylinder to there and hidden detail here. Alright, next thing we can do is surface S here, okay, is going to join from here to there. Alright, so that's surface S in end elevation. That's surface S. We can do in this little box here, so it's, we know the height is, we know that distance is 45, so I can bring over the end of the hidden detail from plan, 45 up. Okay, it's heavy, so it's heavy there, right, and it goes heavy right until over here, here, it's a heavy line there. Now this is all hidden detail here. Right, now I'm pretty much getting ready to do the curve here in plan. Alright, so the curved section here, I'm just going to mark, this is heavy here, so this portion here is heavy, because look, down 45 across at that line, heavy is in that area, but that's the distance to go on for a bit heavy. And then this portion here is hidden detail, because it's the underside of the curve and it'll appear as a line as it meets a straight edge. Right, we'll get started anyways doing up the division. So we're going to divide it up into 60-30, the top half. So 60-30. We're going to label our points. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to bring our points over to here. To end elevation where the surface appears as a line, 0, 6, 5/1, 4/2, and then 3. Now we're going to drop them numbers down to the XY line. So down to the XY line. 45 degrees until they hit the YY line. So I'm going to bring these across now and these numbers down. So I'll pause the video and do that. So is that done? Now 6 down, over, across. So there's 0.6. So or here's 0.0 and there's 0.6. Now the next one, so 5 down, 45 degrees over, straight down from number 5. There's point number 5. There's point number 1. Same with 2. 4 and 2 down, over 45 degrees across. Okay, straight down from 2 then. There's 2. There's 4. And there's 3. And then we can freehand sketch those in. So you want to freehand sketch those in. Now I'll do half the curve and I shall finish the curve off in a moment while I just pause it. Drawn in, got a hidden detail line here from the base, okay, running along here. And then we're ready to find the true shape of surface S. So here's surface S. Now there's surface S in plan, there's surface S in elevation. So to find the true shape of that, we're going to look 90 degrees to that surface. So we're going to project from plan. So I'm looking 90 degrees to that surface. So that set square makes a right angle with that. X1, Y1 line is parallel to surface S, so it's at 60 degrees. It can be as far out as you want. We're going to give these points A, B, so A slash B, C, D, C slash D. Now we're going to take our compass, we're going to take the heights from elevations. I'm going to take the height of B, my compass lift, find B in plan, follow it along here, mark it in. I'm going to do the same with A, so I'm going to take the height of A, lift, find A in plan, follow it along, mark it in. Same with C, so lift, find C here in plan, mark it in. D is on the bottom, so that's C1, D1, B1, A1, and then we're going to join these together. So they all join together. And that's the true shape, TS, of surface S. Right. So there's the question complete. Cheers, thank you, bye bye.